All right, let's see it. I feel like I am more accurate with it. Doing a essentially head-to-head review with the Glock 19V. Clear. This is the new Glock 19V versus the Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. Now, at the time of shooting this video, they are modified. You know, I got obviously red dots and flashlights, but when I actually shot them, took them out to the range, they were both bone stock, nothing done to them. So it's a pretty objective review. Alrighty. So the purpose of the creation of this V model was to integrate internal changes to the Glock 19, well, the Glock platform overall, to the trigger mechanism. So let me see if I can get this open. The trigger mechanism and the back plate, essentially to make it more difficult to modify to turn into a machine gun. You know, put a switch on it per se. And I mean, I think the changes are pretty minute. Let's see, get this off. Okay. I mean, to the untrained eye, such as my own, they look pretty similar. You know, this one here is the Gen 5 and this is the MOS. They both got a rattle inside. Weird. Okay. But upon first glance, I mean, they look the same. I see here in this channel here, there's some kind of like bordering. I do see, I don't know if you can see that. And this one does not have it. So to the naked eye, that's my first difference. Let's see what else. This pin here is smaller on the new Gen, or the Gen V. I'm not sure if you could tell off the camera, but it does appear to be smaller. And then let's see the back plates. I do see, well, that's weird. So right here you can see it kind of goes in and then like kind of caves in, contours, and then it wraps around. Whereas this one is more symmetrical. So it goes over, top, and then straight down. Whereas this one curves. As well as that like little cavity here, it's more pronounced in the new models, the Gen Vs. A little bit more space there. So the back plate design, I guess, is completely changed. Kind of cool. As well as this little tooth down here. This one has like a, looks like a 90-degree angle going on in it. And this one is just completely square. Let me see. See if I can, you can see these. Kind of interesting. Not too entirely sure if it makes a difference while shooting, but I mean, you know, mechanically, I guess it has changed. Let me put these back together. Alright, this one is sliding up, it's just a little weird. Whoops. Alright, good to go. I mean, I think I'm rather fond of this this V model. Not necessarily because I think it does anything better, but I personally like this V only because my last name starts with a V, and I guess I'm partial to the letter V. And then also because technically it's still the 5. I mean, you know, you got Glock Gen 5. Does it say it on here? Yeah. This is technically a 5. It's just a Roman numeral 5 now, so it's an actual V. And I think that's cool. I'm kind of a Greek mythology nerd. You know, I mean, I know Roman and Greek mythology are 2 different things, but you know, same principles. I guess same gods, different names, similar stories. So, I mean, I shot both of these at the range, and I don't know if it was like in my head, but I got the impression that the trigger mech on the V was a little smoother. Now, granted, it could have completely been, you know, a mental thing, but let me see. See if I can show that to you. So it has the take up, right? Kind of mushy as always, good old Glock. The brake. I mean, nothing fancy, right? But while I was shooting it, I felt like it was a little bit more, I guess, quick to break while I was shooting. And here's the 19. That one just went. So look, take up, you know, I feel like I'm getting a little more resistance. Wall, creep, creep, creep. And then finally bang. Creep. I don't know. Seems like a very minute difference. I feel like I can notice it more. You know, I come from shooting staccatos and P320s and HKs and FNs and things of that nature, but I mean, a Glock trigger is essentially a Glock trigger. There's nothing to it. I know they got the new ones, you know, the Glock Performance. They're pretty nice. I haven't played around with any, although I want to. But I either do stock or I'll full send and do something like this. This is my G43X Radiant Afterburner, but it has this tactical pontoon trigger on it, if you see, and that is fantastic. Really enjoying this one. I got this one not too long ago, but as I said, I either keep it stock or full send and do something of that nature, which is completely different ballpark. You know, that trigger job costed as much as a gun in itself, naked, nothing on it. So, you know, it's definitely not for everyone. Premium feature. If you like it, cool. If not, then I don't think it'll make you or break you. It's just one of those premium features. As for, let's see. So those are my impressions on these guns. I'll let you know when I was fond of it. Should you rush to buy one? Honestly, if you have a Glock, and I mean any Glock, like a 17, 47, maybe not a 26, because you know that is a subcompact, not quite the same experience as shooting one of these. But if you have an older gen, compact or bigger 9mm, double sight, I'd say you're good. Hold off. There is no need or call for you to rush to the store and buy one. Unless you want it, of course. But as for feeling a need that you don't know has to have been met, nah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a Glock. That, and someone already has found a way to put a switch on these. So, you know, I guess I could say we all called it, saw it happening. But yeah, I've seen it on YouTube, of course, not with my own eyes, but ain't that something? Someone has already defeated Glock. I mean, I guess the caveat to that is they actually had to do some machining, you know, and things like that to make it function. It wasn't just plug and play, as I'm sure the old switches were. But I mean, at that point, you're getting into the territory of illegally modifying firearms to turn them into weapons that they are not, such as, I mean, for example, like an AR, you've always had the option to drill a third hole to make the auto sear inside of the AR-15, right? To essentially make it a machine gun. I mean, you have to go to the same level of modification to do that to a Glock now, which, I mean, in a way, redirects kind of some of the heat, I guess, Glock Inc. could be taking. But, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, if someone wants to do something, they're gonna do it. I mean, you know, criminals don't follow rules. And these guns still exist. I mean, they're not off the street. I bought this one. I bought both of these actually on the same day for the purpose of this video. And I mean, yeah, you can still get them. They're still in circulation. People are still going to, you know, modify them, put switches, what be it. But I mean, there's no rush. I don't think you should be running to your nearest LGS and trying to get one. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to TactiTexan. Hope you subscribe if you enjoyed my video, and